Donald Trump held an event in South Florida this week where he appeared to completely lose his grip on reality, if he even had a grip on reality to begin with. But Donald Trump had a number of, I guess, what people would refer to as senior moments, where his brain just completely stopped working to the point where he couldn't even find the woman who was literally sitting right next to him. And, for the record, had been sitting next to him throughout the entire event. And that was Doral Mayor Christi Farga, a Republican. She's actually the one who greeted Donald Trump when he went on stage, sat him down in his chair, plopped herself down next to him. And then, about 30 minutes into the thing, he couldn't find her. He didn't know where she went. And he almost seemed to get a little bit scared. Here he is, Donald Trump, not being able to locate the woman that was, again, right next to him. Take a look.
Where's Christy? Is she around? Let's see.
Right here.
Christy. Oh, Christy. Christy. Oh, my Christy.
Oh, Christy. Oh, my Christy. I was so scared. I thought I had lost you forever. She's like, nope, I've been right here. Like, I'm literally watching you like this the whole time. And, it's a little insulting that you didn't even realize that was me. But, it is what it is. And, of course, the audience laughed, right? He's so funny when his brain doesn't work, right? That's hilarious. That's exactly what we want in a president of the United States. And that wasn't the only weird thing that happened. At one point, later on, after he finally found Christy and calmed down a little bit, he went on a rant about solar fields, right? Renewable energy. Not hurting anybody, not causing any issues, not polluting, and he absolutely hates it, so he told a story about how dangerous solar power could be. Take a look.
A solar field the other day that looked like it took up half the desert. I'd never saw anything like it. It's all steel and glass and wires and looks like hell. And you see rabbits, they get caught in it, and for the environmentalists, it's just terrible. I like, some applications where you have it on a roof or you have it on something, but I'm looking at solar fields that are like miles and miles of just, and what it does to your desert areas or the areas that you're putting, it's just crazy. We have stuff right under the ground. Natural gas. We have things that we...
That's right, you damn environmentalists out there. That's solar power. That's horrible. Look what it's done to the desert. Right? The desert. The desert's what? Been destroyed? Oh no, there's droughts in the desert? Like, what even does that mean? Look at what it's done to the desert. Yeah, it's brought electricity to places where it's pretty hard to run electricity because most of the ground is rock, so it's kind of hard to tunnel under and make those things. It's also, by the way, very difficult to drill for oil, like Donald Trump suggests, or even natural gas, through solid rock in mountains. So yes, it does make a little bit more sense to have solar farms there, and no, for the record, tried to do some research, but couldn't find anything suggesting that the rabbits were getting tangled up in the wires of these solar fields. Like, that's just not even a thing. And I love, if you go back and watch that clip again, look at the guy above Donald Trump's shoulder. Because at first he's like, and then he starts to get this look on his face like, I can't keep nodding. This is starting to get weird. I don't know what's happening here. I'm just going to sit here looking a little confused. It's hilarious because that's what happens at Trump rallies these days. Anytime he starts talking, you will see his supporters do the same thing. They'll be like, yeah. And then this confused look comes over their faces because they don't know what he's talking about. Nobody knows what he's talking about. He's just making things up because that's all he can do. This man is absolutely bonkers with no grip on reality at all. And again, what gets me is that if Biden had done either of these things, if Biden couldn't locate a woman sitting right next to him, how do you think the corporate media would have reacted? What do you think would have been plastered all over the front page of the New York Times and the Washington Post and all the other papers across the country? What do you think would have been on Fox News for the next 72 hours? Biden is so demented he can't locate the woman right next to him. Biden has gone off the rails talking about bunny rabbits getting caught up in wires. That's what the media would have done. But for Donald Trump, no, he gets a free pass, right? It's just, oh, he's just wacky old Trump. Oh, he found her. That was crazy. What a funny moment. He's so great. That's the media. And the reason for that is very simple. The media, the corporate media, hell, even independent media, they've all made a ton of money off of Donald Trump. If he loses this election, he's not going to go away immediately, but he will go away a lot faster than if he wins office. They don't want that to happen. The corporate media, I don't care if you think, oh, it's liberal media. No, trust me, it is not. They care about eyeballs. They care about viewership. They care about readership. They care about clicks and likes and shares. And all of them, left, right, and center, are making money hand over fist talking about Donald Trump every day. And they know that if he goes away, their cash cow is gone with it. They are protecting him. They're not telling these stories because they don't want to hurt his chances of winning. That's what's happening in this country today. That's why there was this lopsided coverage, and still is, with Biden's cognitive state versus Donald Trump's cognitive state. And I can tell you, based on what we've seen, neither of those men is doing well at all. But Trump is the only one getting a free pass. Did you know that you might be missing out on wonderful content from me? I mean, you're here already because clearly you like what you see. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video, share them with your friends and family, but also follow me across the rest of the social media world. And it's not that hard to do. Whether it's X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, on every one of those platforms, you can find me at the username @FarronBalanced. Simple enough, right? So get on it. And if you don't feel like going to each one of those outlets individually, lucky for you, we have links in the description of this video to take you right to my pages across all of social media. So don't miss a minute. And while you're at it, make sure you're also subscribed to the Ring of Fire YouTube channel, which I have been hosting for many, many years now. We've got more than 1 million subscribers over there, and there is fresh content over there every single day of the week. So again, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to this channel, and while you're at it, go subscribe to Ring of Fire at youtube.com/The Ring of Fire and @FarronBalanced across every social media platform. That, of course, is not considered just a far-right hellscape. Well, maybe Twitter is, but that's a story for a different day.